Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Patiye Namaha. Sundarakand, chapter number 34. Marathi's accounts of Rama. The recitation begins now. Even as the never-ceasing billows that chase one another, Sita thus spoke from the depths of her heart, surcharged with grief. And Hanuman sought to bring peace and comfort to her and said, "My Lord Rama fares well, and he sent me here to acquaint you with it. I came here to take back news of you to him. Raghuvira, to whom the secrets of Brahmastra and the Vedas are no mystery, has laid his commands upon me to tell you of his welfare. His brother Lakshmana eats his heart out at the memory of the calamities that have befallen you, and he lays his head at your feet. I need not mention to you that this spiritual luster is unparalleled, that he is even dear to the heart of Rama and has the supreme merit of being chosen to render him every service." Sita was overjoyed at the news of the well-being of Rama and Lakshmana, the noblest of men, and her hair stood on end over her body. She said to herself with a glance at Marathi, "Wonder of wonders! The wise say that a man has to live on for 50 years and is sure to come upon peace and happiness at least then. And that proved true in my case. Had I given way to the fit of despair and hastened overmuch to take my life into my hands, I would never have lived to hear such blessed news." Then her heart was filled to overflowing with a wonderful trust and love to Hanuman, who was sent to her by her Lord, and they talked to each other very confidentially. At which Marathi thought that he should console her better and make her forget her grief, and came nearer. All at once the black doves spread their wings over her heart once more, and she saw the dread Ravana in him again. "Alas, in a moment of folly I have opened my heart to this person and kept nothing back. Verily, the worlds hold none who cannot stand with me on the pedestal of foolishness. It is Ravana and no other that laid violent hands upon me long ago, that has disguised himself thus." And she let go of the branch of the tree and sank on the earth through grief. Now Anjaneya found that he had overshot himself. The lady Sita was almost beside herself with fear and sorrow. He bowed in low reverence before her, but Janaki could never bring herself through fear to even glance his way. After a while she found that he was standing before her with his palms joined above his head. She heaved a deep sigh. "Oh, if you are indeed Ravana, the master of all illusory arts, it bodes you no good to torture me further, whose heart is almost broken with cruel strokes of ill fortune. Are you not the wicked one who, in the disguise of a hermit, deceived me in the dark Dandaka forest? Able to take any form at will, this is but a trifle to you. I tell you again, it bodes you no good to torture me further, seeing that I am weak and worn from fasting, and I am heavy of heart with sorrow. Alas, I think I am in the wrong in thus doubting you, for my heart is filled with doubtless trust and love at the sight of you. So you cannot be the dread Ravana. So, if you are indeed the trusted messenger of my Lord Rama to me, may all good be thine. Everything related to my Lord Raghunatha is ever sweet to me. So tell me this out of your good heart. Speak unto me the boundless excellences of Sri Rama, my best beloved. Like the swift current that cuts into the banks on either side, you slowly yet surely twine yourself round my heart. Let this be. After such a length of time, it is almost impossible that the messenger should come from Rama, crossing this wide waste of waters, and find me out here, where even the viewless air cannot gain an entry. Hence, this is a dream doubtless, yet the sweetest of dreams. Ah, It was given to me so long after my being spirited away from the sight of Rama, to bless my eyes with the sight of a messenger from him, and drink in the sweet accounts that tell me of his welfare. Wonderful, most wonderful! All my grief would vanish like the mist before the sun, and my heart will almost break with joy if this sweet dream continues and enables me to have a sight of Rama and Lakshmana. But alas, even dreams stand arrayed against me. And yet I see no reason to conclude that this is a dream. The wise tell us that it bodes evil if one to see a monkey in our dreams. But in my case, it has brought me supreme good. Can it be my disordered fancy? Can it be that the humors in my body have run riot? Is it the result of unhealthy bile? Or is it but a child of imagination like a mirage? Or has this delusion come upon me out of my consuming desire to hear that he is well and my constant meditations upon his perfections? Or is it because the vital elements in my body have been thrown out of gear through long fast and sleeplessness? Or is it the stage of madness that comes upon one who is torn away from the arms of a beloved? Or is it a false conception that, like a mirage, causes one object to appear another? And yet I see no reason to conclude that it is a fit of madness. A delusion is possible only if it has a corresponding object of reality to remove it. Further, people under the influence of delusion and madness know not themselves or what they do. They know not others and what they do. They see things away. The real and unreal change places with them and guide their actions. But it is not so in my case, for I see clearly the form of myself and of this monkey that stands before me. The four states of mind spoken of above pass in course of time, but this does not go away but remains. Again, ignorance is a root from which they spring, and I cannot accuse myself of it, but I am confident that my reason is clear as ever. Thus she discussed within herself, giving due weight to the arguments for and against. At length she came to a conclusion that the object before her was of a truth Ravana, who could take any form at will, and this decided her to turn away from him and hold her peace. He read her through and through like an open book, and brought peace and happiness to her heart by his sweet words. There lives among men a great king. He resembles the Lord of day in splendor, the moon in bringing joy to those that behold him, to Kubera, the god of wealth and standing high above the rulers of the earth, to Mahavishnu in his fame and prowess, to Brihaspati in his intellect, and to the God of love in his matchless beauty. His speech is ever sweet and wedded to truth. His looks are ever bright and fascinating. He knows when to give way to wrath and consume his foes. There stands none by his side or above him. He is a great card warrior. The universe rests safe and happy under the shade of his might. Ravana caused him to leave his cottage through the ruse of a golden deer, and in his absence carried you away. And very soon you will behold the fruits of his unholy labors. Very soon my Lord Raghava will lay low in battle dire this dread Lord of Lanka, with his arrows blazing from the flames of its wrath. Trust me, I am his messenger to you. His heart heavy with misery at being away from you, he sent me here to take back news of your well-being. Lakshmana of matchless radiance and valor, the mighty son of the thrice fortunate Sumitra, asked to convey to you his humble reverence and bring him news of your well-being. My Lord Sugriva, the ruler of the monkey kingdom and the dear friend of Raghava, has ordered me to bring him news of your welfare. Rama, Lakshmana and Sugriva have no other thoughts but of you. It is verily by the grace of the gods that you are yet alive and in the hands of these cruel Rakshasis. Very soon, sooner than you think, will you see here Rama, Lakshmana, Sugriva of matchless might shine in the midst of the myriads of the monkey hosts. Believe me, I am one of the ministers of His Majesty Sugriva. They call me Hanuman. I took a leap over the sea and entered Lanka, but in search of you. Through the grace of my Lord Rama, I placed trust in my strength and might and came here in search of you. And this Ravana is nothing to me. I am not he as you doubted. Put away from you this false notions and put all trust and confidence in my words. Mangalam Kushlendraya Mahaniya Gunavtiye Chakravarti Dhanurjaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam.